Hello, procrastinators! This week, Artifact did a dead with everyone's second least favourite MOBA tie-in now pushing up the daisies. Valve tried to fix it. They really did. After its poor debut, they vowed to do their very best to make it right, so they announced Artifact 2.0. Got at least 3 of their finest janitors, locked them in a room for a year, and then... Hang on. Gaming news is getting bizarrely repetitive at the moment, with over-monetized games dying, companies buying each other, and Elden Ring not being properly announced yet. What am I supposed to talk about? Valheim selling another fucking billion copies? More shitheads being involved with that fucking Hogwarts game? E3 being cancelled? None of this is surprising. Look, I'm afraid that if nothing comes along in the next few seconds, this video is just going to have to end. Okay. I guess I'll see you next week. Marvel's Avengers is increasing the grind required to level up in the next update. Okay. Here we fucking go. First reaction, the fuck? No, seriously, the fuck. I know fun isn't something one considers when balancing the games as a service experience, but this, good god man, good god. More grindy. Nobody complained about the grind. Nobody. Lack of content. Yep. Shit endgame. Hardly any of the promised characters. Yep. But leveling up is too fast? Allow me to hand you the one last fucking nail you requested for your coffin.
The current XP curve isn't really a curve at all. In most RPGs, the amount of XP you need to level up increases as you gain levels in a curve, but our system is a straight line. This has led to pacing issues, such as skills being currently rewarded too fast, which may be confusing and overwhelming to newer players.
Confusing and overwhelming. Each character has roughly 30 skills, and the game is 23 missions long, so that's 1 and a bit per mission, provided that doing all the missions will make you hit, the level cap that gets you the skills, which I'm guessing it does not. But that's just too fucking fast! God, I'm blistering speed! For fuck's sake, Mario 3D World has 117 levels, each one contains a brand new mechanic or idea, and you can finish the whole thing faster than the fucking Avengers game, and that one's targeted at kids!
Based on these issues, we will be increasing the amount of XP needed to level up, starting from around level 25. This amount will increase the closer you get to level 50, so that it will take longer to reach the higher levels, and will only affect character level, not power level. If you already have level 50 characters, which is the current maximum...
Kill the voice. Which is the current maximum, this won't affect you. If you have a character who isn't level 50... Sorry, midway through reading... This is how boring this fucking Avengers game is to me. Midway through reading this, I went, oh, Watch Dogs Online. It's on the 9th, isn't it? That starts on the 9th. What's the date? So I just looked from the script to my fucking clock. I was just so bored reading this. I was like, oh, I'm just going to think about another game for a fucking moment. I'll carry on. If you have a character who isn't level 50 and you want to speed up their progress, take the time to do so before the update on March 18th. This paragraph is fishy as hell. They know this is slowing things down. The language here is pointing current players to finish the game before it happens. Now, if it's a balance issue, surely you want the game to be best for everyone. What advantage does Square Enix get from all the current players being max level? We'll be reworking how players obtain certain cosmetic items with the goal of providing more player agency and clarity about how to obtain them by removing randomness from the process. Currently, many of these items are only available through a random chance in Strongboxes or in Chastity's store, cosmetic vendor. We want to make sure that when you earn a cosmetic item, it's something you have a choice in working towards. Blah, 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 sense of pride and accomplishment, blah. This doesn't have anything to do with the fact that Germany this week passed a law saying that if a game has random loot box mechanics in it, the game has to be rated 18, and that you, of course, need an ID to buy 18 rated games. No, probably a coincidence. With these changes, Marvel Avengers will be a more balanced experience overall. Balanced? How? Old players are max level, grindier game for newbies, also some changes to the way you run the loot boxes. What could all of this possibly mean? We did not change XP to increase grind for grind's sake. Yes, you did. The problem we were seeing and hearing was that you would immediately get more skill points than you had time to review, apply, and get used to before embarking on your next mission and gaining your next few levels. Hopefully, you can see the issue here. No! Seriously, no, that sounds fucking ace. I love that bit in between a mission where you set up and try out new stuff. Who did you talk to about this? The fucking Grinch! We want people to level up. In fact, we really want to see more people level up more heroes, as playing the full Avengers roster should be the most fun thing you can do. But we don't want the leveling up experience to be too overwhelming or diminish exploring each skill purchased. Fucking blah. I can't help but read, we want people to level up, in the same tone as someone saying, I have loads of black friends. If this pile of shit was any bigger, Biff Tannen would have crashed into it by now. You know how a star goes through phases? Birth, main sequence, big boy, explodey boy, dead boy. Well, games as a service games do that too. First up is the launch phase. Lots of lovely trailers and vertical slices come together to form a games as a service game. Service game? It doesn't matter. It usually arrives late and gets a score between 6 and 8 on IGN. Next is the honeymoon phase. The first month is pretty good. They have players that they can go, oh, look how many people are playing it. They have a roadmap. Cosmetics are probably selling well. I mean, looking at it really, player numbers aren't as high as they wanted them, but it'll be fine, right? Third is the dead game phase. Oh no, everyone's left to play something else. What do we do? Fourth, free to play phase. Up the grind, increase the loot boxes and microtransactions, give that shit away. All those pre-ordering suckers are done. They've hit the level cap. They won't complain. Especially when we add XP boosters. And finally, shutdown phase. Free to play fails, the plug is pulled, the promised years of content never emerge. People on Reddit are livid, and they vow to never buy from the company again. But they do, and the cycle continues. So, on that note, today, on behalf of Square Enix, as their previous overlord, I'm happy to announce that Marvel's The Avengers is going free to play. We've had a lot of discussions here, and we've not taken this decision lightly, but we feel it's best for the game and for the fans. I mean, we say that, but this has been the plan since the start. Maximise the profit from the suckers who pre-order and buy full price, mug the free-to-play lot on the way out. Promise everything, lie, profit, repeat. That's the AAA games as a service industry, everyone. Wait, no, come back! I refuse to end another one of these on a miserable note. Look, a game came out a few days ago called Loop Hero, and apparently it's really fucking good. I've not played it yet, but it looks like my kind of thing. A deck building roguelike with tower defense bits and maybe. Look, everyone who I respect the gaming opinion of likes it. It's got an overwhelmingly positive score on Steam. Devolver Digital published it. It's like £10. Go and play a good fucking game, and let's just ignore the useless warm pace of the behemoth shit out. Okay? Okay. Now the video connect.